Alrighty, hello everyone, welcome back to Mouse Reacts. We're trying to catch up a little bit yet here. This is the last episode from last week. This is Paranormal Files, and let me double check what the description said, because I believe they actually once again stated where it's at. Most haunted school on Earth, Liberty High. Do not visit scary paranormal activity on camera. So apparently this is a school called Liberty High, and they are seeing some really freaky stuff that's making Colin jump every 5 minutes. So without further ado, we'll check it out. But just a reminder to check out the links down below. Don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe. You all are the motion in our ocean, what keeps this channel alive. And thank you everybody for joining in. We are less than 50 away from 1K. Let me know if there's anything special you want me to do for a 1K goal. Other than that, keep on keeping on. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for enjoying the content that we make here every week. Hopefully the schedule should be a little more regularized in my brain now for this next week, that we can get some more content done. Already got at least one song ready. We've got this to get done, and then 2 more episodes from this week, and then we're caught up. And then maybe we can actually have some time to film some solo content, as well as our usual Wednesday night group trio. So without any further ado, Paranormal Files, Liberty High, go! Discretion is advised. Ohio City, Ohio.
On tonight's episode of the Paranormal Files, we're here at an abandoned school in the middle of Ohio. And the history of this building is dark, disturbing, and definitely a little eerie.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
We just might be some of the last paranormal investigators ever allowed to investigate this building. And rightfully so. It's somewhat dangerous to be in here, but we were allowed special access by the owner in order to search for proof of the paranormal. So tonight, let's head back to school, and I want everybody online to find some school spirit. I'm your host, Colin Brown. I'm sure that this episode is going to be a crazy one, and you're watching the Paranormal Files. All right, guys. So tonight, Papa Spooks and I are beginning our Indiana series. Woo! We are back in Indiana. We did this exact trip last year with different locations.
I will have to correct you, because this is Ohio City, Ohio.
Yeah, technically we're like 15 minutes into Ohio. But most of it's going to be Indiana.
Yeah, most of it is.
Tonight, we have a very, very special location for you guys. I'm really excited to do this place. I've heard some absolute horror stories from this location, and I really haven't seen people on YouTube, like, do this location. I've seen 1 or 2 people.
Cougar Pride. Well, that's inappropriate. A lot of cougars in town. Sorry.
Wow.
Cut that out.
Oh, no, that's definitely staying in. Tonight, we're going back to school, baby. Maybe Jeff can complete it, since he never did.
I did. 6th grade I got through.
I thought you only made it to 5th.
Barely.
Oh, this is a notorious place, man. And the person who told me about this spot said that it's just absolutely horrifying in here. There it is.
There's the building. Maybe careful to find those cougars.
Than I thought it was
Windows
gonna
are
be.
all open. And it's actually cold tonight too. It's cold.
Look at that. I love that old school sign out front. It looks a lot like Edinburgh Manor or one of those places.
Yeah, so that's the lower level, or is there a level below that?
I think there's probably going to be a basement. You know, we love a good basement here. But look, man, it's all smiles around here. See those?
Oh, look at the kitties are all happy.
The kitties?
I mean, little kids.
The kitties
I guess
are
it's
all
high school,
happy.
right?
We're about to meet with the owner of the location, Dan. He's going to give us a tour of this property and some history. And we've got some experiments planned tonight that are a little bit freaky.
Don't forget our Airbnb right here. We got to check it. Very nice.
Oh, that's great.
Hello.
My name's Dan Allen, president of Saving the Old Properties, and you are now at the Liberty Township School located in Ohio City, Ohio Corporation, not a full town. So behind me is the entranceway to the high school built in 1927, back when they had oil money, as you can tell up on the wall, part of the oil. Their entryway is what they're kind of known for. They had a car named the Lambert, and I think there's one exists still, kind of like the first production car.
They had a car in here?
They made the car somewhere in town, and if we got this building fixed up, they would have had one room as a museum for the car, but that couldn't happen. We couldn't fix it up. So, legalities. Anyway, so front steps goes up to the second floor. If you count this one down here as the first floor, it's only about that far below ground, just enough to cause problems, I would think. But this is the third or fourth school on the property. I think the log cabin, another school, that school, and then the fourth being this one in 1927. But when they built this, they had a lot of money. Outside of each room, there's a place where you can lift up the brass plate and take the erasers, and they had a whole house, whole building vac system that would just clean the erasers off. So they had a little bit of money then.
Really?
Unlike now, it's just nothing left. Absolutely nothing left.
So it's like an automatic eraser cleaning system?
No, you just kind of like, I'll show you, scrub it on as the whole vacuum, yeah, nothing mechanical at the end, but the other end was a vacuum system that throughout the place. And then they did not have AC in 27. So they had these 5 monster fans on the roof, and there's so many secret passages in here just to get air up to the roof that it's cool. I mean, there's places where you could set up ladders and go from first floor clear up to the third floor with plenty of room. Yeah, it'd been a great place to like turn into a haunted house or something, because there's just secret passages everywhere. But
it's interesting.
Yeah. Now it wasn't like behind a door. It was like you had to go through the basement, but it really wide, 10 feet long, maybe 5 feet wide, maybe 6 feet wide. Went from the basement all the way to the attic. So that's where all the heat would rise and the fans would just draw it right on out. Well, where would you like to start?
Sure.
I guess I should mention though, most of its life it was K through 12. And the high school was on the 3rd floor. Yeah, and then I think the basement is elementary. So imagine you go to the same school your entire time. Couldn't be much competition unless, I don't know. I remember everybody played basketball when I was younger. We had plenty of teams. Just a little detail in these things. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. I think that must be a coating, but it's probably limestone underneath. But yeah, the time to do stuff like this nowadays,
Right.
That's why we like trying to save these old buildings.
It is really interesting when you think about like the energy of a school like this, where you did go every
Yeah.
single year of your school
Yes.
career, as opposed to nowadays.
Right, and people talk about ghosts, and I don't know what I believe in. Is it parallel universes, ghosts, whatever? But if you are a ghost, you're going to go back to probably your glory years. Okay, so the whole time you're here, no job, no pressure. Oh yeah, maybe extra homework, this, that, and the other. But then you realize this was your glory years, usually in high school. Like the stereotypic quarterback marries a head cheerleader. Then they have 5 kids, a mortgage, a couple cars, and just, kids and the it's just,
Right.
their glory years was here. And if they return back to if ghosts like to go back to their glory years, this would be it. People don't know how nice they have it till it's gone. But yeah, carefree times, I guess. So even though the high school was on 3rd floor, they still went down to the industrial arts room. Now, while we're here, I was clear at that end. So, and you see how far it is at this end, it's still a little ways, but I came walking around the corner, and the room on the left, I saw 2 kids running out of, and one just walked out the door first and just kind of like trying to be nonchalant, and the other one cut on the inside, so right up against the wall and the door jamb, just took off running. And so when the one being nonchalant took off running too, so I went down to tell him, hey, can't be in here. And around the corner, and there was nobody there. So I saw my first apparitions just right there. So
I haven't. Yeah, we've never seen something
So
like
right
that.
on the left here,
yeah, the left door.
over here.
Yeah, one kind of walks kind of straight out, but yet was still walking to the left.
Yeah.
But then he kind of went out in a longer arc, and the other kid just folded right beside him. So the one acting nonchalant was closer to me than the other one.
So what do you take that as?
Yeah.
I mean, in your opinion, because I'm assuming no kids died here.
Right, exactly. So if they did pass, maybe they came back to their glory days. Now, it might get a little deep, but Einstein and Tesla, 2 smartest people ever lived, that we know of, both prove that time is not linear. So it's 1701 as well as 4010 as we speak. So did we see those kids actually do that long ago? Just all of a sudden we saw into the past? Nothing's off the table. Anytime you make a decision, supposedly parallel universe. They said they're almost mathematically, almost got that figured out for the parallel universe. Time not being linear, they've already have proved. And when you talk about when Einstein saw the only way he could prove it is when they had a solar total eclipse, and you could see the stars behind the sun. It bent the light. I remember a while ago that made sense, but I forget what it is now. But anyway,
Lots of
that's how he
science
proved
to it,
it.
yeah.
And that's all the string theory and quantum physics.
wouldn't be able to grasp
all
it,
that
I'm
stuff.
sure, but
if time's not linear,
awesome
then
ideas.
we could be.
Seeing literally
Yeah.
the past live.
Right, and somebody 100 years from now might be seeing some guy shining a light in another guy's face. Why are they doing that?
They see this freaky guy in all black over there.
Yeah, and we're Neanderthals to them because gee whiz, they drove here. Holy cow! So
You remind me of a guy that might have driven around the country in an old van.
you've seen me before, haven't you?
No, he actually has. You have, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, back in the day.
Except I didn't go east of the Mississippi. I didn't.
East of Mississippi. Okay.
I didn't. I like the wide open
Yeah.
country, and I usually went into Forest Service land or some kind of government land. And if I saw a light or anything, then I kept going until I didn't even see a light. Then that was home for the night.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so the kids that came in and busted up the place, so we know who they are. We got all 4 of them on video, so we know who you are. So, yeah, unfortunately, things look a lot better. One time, like I say, didn't have a single leak in the roof when we had it, and the place was really cleaned up. The floors were still warped because the previous guy, what he did was he closed the place up super tight, and so nobody or nothing could get in. And when it rained, then all the water sat here for the longest time and warped the floor. So that's why I feel a lot of air movement now. Hasn't really warped the floors any, but yeah, the rest of it's coming down now. So the bones are still good. We got a roof on it. It's still savable, but at this point, if they're not gonna let me do anything with it, then plan B. So industrial arts room. And this is so weird. We could not figure out what this floor was made of until it leaked and expanded, so it's wood. That's why we quit letting people ghost hunt, because it's just not safe anymore. I don't even know where that leads to.
Hell.
But yeah, one of the industrial arts table, we'll probably take it out and use it as a work table ourselves.
So what is industrial arts? I don't know if I've ever heard that term.
Shop and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
shop class,
Shop class,
foundry.
Woodworking.
Yeah, foundry was over there, woodworking. Gosh, we even have electric. It's where they started
Electrical,
doing
metal crafting and everything.
electronics in,
Yeah.
but electrical, how to hook up, stuff like that. So I like doing more of the rockets and, more of the sciences. I'm all about science and stuff. Wasn't quite a nerd, but maybe now. Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting being someone who's more into like science, and you definitely seem more skeptical about the paranormal than most people we'd interview. Yet having an experience where you see two children is pretty wild.
Right. And I'm not saying people who see stuff, hear stuff, I'm not saying they don't. What I'm saying is I don't know if they're spirits.
Right.
Can't explain it.
Right. It could be a time traveler, could be alternative reality, it could be a parallel universe, a plethora of ways. Just to say they're spirits, a little simplified.
But under our term, the word
oversimplified.
paranormal.
You're just trying to find out what it is. You're trying to get evidence what it is. I'm open, wide open. I mean, if somebody proves it as a spirit, okay. I don't know, sometimes I'm thinking what we see, especially like UFOs and stuff, are time travelers.
Right.
So I'm thinking a couple hundred years from now, maybe more, there's a theme park ride. 6 tickets, you can go back and watch us Neanderthals driving, doing all this stuff that.
All this crazy
for 6
old
tickets
stuff.
And then
Look at
away
all
they
these
go.
manic people doing all
To
those
me,
crazy things.
it's just as bad if you are like acting like you know exactly what it is versus if you're completely skeptical and you're like, there's nothing happening and it's all just bullshit. Because it's like, then millions of people across the planet would be lying for like centuries, and you can't have a mass delusion that's that big that's continuing to happen.
Right.
It just doesn't make sense.
And there's really no evidence of time travel. Stephen Hawking, he had a big party and then advertised it next day for time travelers. So only time travelers, and Stephen Hawking's a big to-do, only time travelers would have known about it, and nobody came to it. So if time's not linear, it's happening all around us, so that means the world's already over, and it didn't last long enough to invent time travel. So we're already gone.
Wow.
But isn't that weird?
Damn.
Don't
I mean,
put
you
this
can
on
just
camera.
Holy
All you don't want to do, don't take any acid and have all those kind of thoughts.
too late.
Any other paranormal things that
The only other paranormal, well, no. You know where the restroom's at?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right by that, there was a door. And a guy, we got this place looking so nice on the outside because a previous guy, he had a contract with one of the railroads, I won't name names, but to pick up railroad ties. So he just dumped them all around the outside of the school, and it looked terrible. I said, before I buy it, you got to clean it all up. And we had a guy across the street, that was his passion, just to mow the yard, in his 90s, and even his son goes, I hope you never take that away from him. So this is the first year we're going to have to actually mow, I believe. Had the place just looking so sharp all the time. And this guy, back to those glory days, came back out back and out back. So I don't know. You're not live, are you? Am I allowed to say that stuff?
No.
I forget what you're allowed to say and what you're not allowed to say. Anyway, he unlived himself or unlived himself with a 9. And
The guy who mowed the lawn?
no, a different guy, yeah. But we got it looking so nice that this guy decided to right there.
Recently?
Yeah, since we've owned it, so. And I was supposed to come over that day,
Dang.
but another guy came
last
over,
year or so.
was helping us out. And said, where's the big trash can? Oh, well, it's out back. Where? So he was on the phone. I said, now turn left, go this, and he went out back and goes, hey, there's some guy back here, there's a car. Oh, man, this guy got the crap beat out of him. Oh, no. And then, so,
When was that?
gee whiz, that's probably about 4 years ago.
So, and there was
Dang.
no other details that you learned about? Like, why maybe?
Well, his wife left him. He lost his job. He was really bad type 1 diabetic, but he didn't take care of himself. And so he just blew through all of his money. You knew it was coming. Typical, blew through all of his money, deaded out the wazoo, and so,
Wow.
yeah. But I don't know if he knew where he was going to till the place was cleaned up. But this is where he went to school, and this was probably his carefree glory day. So just like a spirit or whatever comes back here, and he does appear.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Mainly by talking. I don't know if I should mention his name or anything on air, but I'll let you know if you get the name
Yeah.
later on. But Anywho, even in life, they come back to their glory days.
So he actually went to school here? Like that
Yeah.
was confirmed that he was a student?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy to think
Yeah.
about.
Wild.
That.
Yeah.
And go out back where he couldn't hide. So in June, he was there for 3 days. So the guy that I walked him to didn't come up upon a very nice scene.
And that was out near.
Right by the bathroom. I can show you where.
Outside.
The outside bathroom, right?
Want to move to another room?
Sure.
Okay.
Before we lose all the sunlight, I guess.
All right.
That is
hanging.
crazy.
Watch the floor. Yeah, it just goes down. I was hoping something was opening up. It's like, here I am.
It's a good living space for a critter.
So, I know at one time this used to go all the way into the boiler room. The boiler room's really cool. You got to see that. They bricked it up for some reason, but curious.
Weird.
Like I said, the only other ghost or whatever is more like upstairs, but me being Christian, I'm not supposed to see this stuff. So how do I explain it? The way I was saying earlier. That's all good, right? With the
Right.
Bible. Didn't say anything about can't believe in time travel or parallel universes or anything, so that's how I think
Fair
I
enough.
come about seeing stuff like that. You can still be Christian and come ghost hunt all you want, or come hunt all you
Paranormal.
want.
Yeah, Bible doesn't talk about time travel.
No, I don't think.
It's an interesting
I'm aware of, no?
Yeah. Well, that's how I justify it, and that's how I want other people. They think you can't go paranormal if you're Christian. Yes, you can. Just think
There's
outside the
more
box.
to our
Think outside
sciences
what
than a dream
it's
of in
supposed
your
to be.
reality.
Underneath the steps. It's kind of neat because that door right there goes clear up underneath the other steps, and it's really cool. Like a little hidden area. Like I said, very fancy, so they even have their garbage chute, so I think they had some bin down. Each floor has one of these little doors that they just pushed all the garbage in, so.
That's crazy.
Fancy. There's some of the vents, so even the basement, so they can draw air up. There's one of the passages, not one of the bigger ones, but if you pulled that off, you probably had a ladder and climb clear up to the attic. Typical bathroom, the old style. Science room, go from industrial arts to science. So you got a floor for the case still there, Bunsen burner. So yeah, look at all these cubbies, and I guess we'll be coming out. Need to do it.
The audio visual.
Huh?
The audio visual room here.
Yeah. Back when they could actually get a film show stuff like that, that was great.
That'd be a little creepy if that thing turned on by itself.
Okay, we'll wait.
God, please.
Get your remote out.
Yeah, remote with no batteries.
It's
I've had
video
an
day.
organ turn on and play
Must be a
when I was
substitute teacher.
as a kid. You're kidding, you're kidding. Because it happened at night, so my friend spent the night with a friend. No, it doesn't even work. And then we walk by, it's unplugged too. And so we plugged it in, didn't we? Thought they really got us, and he was long asleep, so my brother and I, we heard that organ playing. Scared us, but yet we thought, nah, they're playing a trick on us. So I think I've had stuff like that happen all my life. So getting these places and working on them, and all of a sudden things really start happening. Me being Christian, I didn't tell anybody. And then the word finally got out and they came to us. Can we come in? I don't think so, we're trying to fix it. We'll pay you. Her? Yeah, okay. And that's how a lot of them pay for themselves, so. Can't save them all, but we sure have our hands full now.
So
That's
your,
why,
your view on these happenings are that you're just having an open mind.
open mind, I
There's
can't
multiple
explain.
possibilities that
Yeah,
you just
I'm a-
can't explain what it is.
Right.
There's something there.
Is it in my head? Not always, because the very first thing I saw at the jail, I described to a T an ex-sheriff who actually passed away at the jail. Picked him out of a lineup, everything. I didn't know who he was. except the clothes he was wearing was his off-duty clothes that he always wore, according to his niece. So
Wow.
for 2 years I thought I was nuts, but then, well, I am, but for 2 years I thought, yeah, I was seeing things, yeah. But no, described the T, built everything. She just, how'd you know this? But he died in 77, and I saw him in 2002. I didn't tell anybody until 2004. In fact, when I lived in Hartford City, when we got the asylum,
30 years.
over there so much, you know, trying to get it up and going, that I finally just got a room there at the asylum. Picked a room that had a lock on the door because I'm more afraid of the living than the dead. So people were always
Fair
breaking into it. So luckily, just a ghost hunt, have fun. Luckily, nobody really tore up the place. Only one crew went after some copper, but when they cut into a 2-inch pipe with a 6-inch well, they got a surprise of their life. So if these walls could talk, hopefully they do for you tonight. I think it was down here. If I find it. Yeah, look how low the boards are in the middle elementary.
That's crazy.
I mean, I need to see it. Go look at this floor, beautiful old floor.
Right.
Yeah.
You wish that you could just
Yes, just
see what it looked like, you know?
Yeah, well, that one video, if I can find it.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah. Anyway, just keep looking on the boards. I think you will find some original stuff.
So interesting.
We'll go upstairs now.
So this is a mural of the first school or the second?
Second I think second. First one being a
The log cabin.
cabin. I assume, because this one was built in 27, so that would have had to been the second. So they're probably just the 3 schools here. This was a ticket counter. So if you went into, for whatever reason.
I'd love to just see, look at this figure standing there, you know, like a little bellhop looking guy.
Yeah.
Nah, see your ticket, please.
Right?
If only.
They have the little like Tower of Terror hat.
They may, having the asylum, a jail, a church, not going to be much history on that. A school, there should be all kinds of history. So we're trying to find it. It's just not. It just doesn't come up on the internet. So
Other than the guy.
Someone's
who-
got it secreted
his
away
life.
somewhere.
No deaths or anything here that you've known about?
I'd have to look. I'm sure there was. I mean, 1927, just getting a cut meant death back then, sometime with infection. I'm sure there was others that happened here, and it'd probably be in the newspaper, but actual deaths, I mean, just, I don't know. Just something I guess they didn't talk about back then, but it would be in the paper. Now, a lot of people gone through here, obviously, has passed, so, or while they were gone here, maybe, they got some kind of disease and passed away at home, but actual deaths, we don't know. Well,
So this was all.
this is probably junior high, like
Oh, yeah.
6th through, no, probably 5th, 6th, 7th. And then the high school is top floor, so chalkboards will be a little higher, I think. But you see how short they were.
Interesting.
So this is basically a carbon copy of the other floor, except the gym. Now, we're on the 2nd floor. So gyms usually were on concrete.
Oh man, this is so good.
Like a crunch
It's
on the
unfortunate,
steps.
but all the leaks we have, the water goes the wrong way. Leak here, it goes that way. Leak there, goes that way. So the floor would be in really good shape. And we keep trying to curve it, but to the point where, but yeah, even the stage, beautiful stage, wooden stage, the lights, right there where the doors flipped up. And look at all this old theater type seating up here. There's a,
Walked in.
It's kind of creepy.
Look at that. That is cool. Wow.
well, you'll see some pictures with the people's old.
Just imagine that full of kids.
Yeah.
You know? That's like so weird.
I was talking to a guy back in Hartford City. He goes, I remember playing Ohio City. They had the best gym. Sometimes still you'll look on when they're playing basketball, they'll have like 3 or 4 rows of people, for a gym. And they said they had the best gym, almost a full court, but I mean, almost to
Yeah,
from
right?
3/4. So this was a really good gym at the time, and they actually did put a 3-point line in that goes right to out of
Really?
bounds. Yeah, right down of bounds. So
Oh yeah, they do. Sure.
where is it?
It's right here.
Is this it? From the
I can
side.
knock these down all day.
Oh, I got a basketball. Prove it. There's one right.
Jeff, let's see it.
Take you on some pig there.
Can you actually shoot one?
Oh,
Oh, here you
Jeff, come on, let's see.
go. Come on. Okay, where's it from?
right there.
Dude, this will be the
Come on,
coolest
Mr.
moment
Glory
of your life.
Days. Let's see it.
There's a 3.
Yep.
Oh, well, I can't see the basket though.
That doesn't matter.
Right here.
Ready?
Oh,
That was
shit.
almost.
Hey, 1 point for being close. Right?
All right. Dude. Oh my God, that was
I
so
almost
close,
made the first
man.
one, I know. I thought it was in actually.
Oh, shit. No.
Home court advantage.
Let's go. That was awesome, man.
I got him.
You gotta allow for the dent.
Oh yes. Okay.
You get the wind directions, all that stuff. Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, that was badass, man. I gotta give it to you.
There's a rollback too. It was one to the right and it came back.
That way.
Here's our center court.
Oh.
Now this
cool.
this was elementary.
Yeah.
They redid it for the elementary, and yeah, Ohio City. So yeah.
Any paranormal things on this floor?
Not me, but people have been telling, they see people walking around up there, and recently in the projection room, that's projection room. So, scared the heck out of them, and they ran. But not me. I like I say, I only had the one in the basement and then saw the door close upstairs. That's the only thing I remember seeing, so. I'm used to it. The time we got this place, I'll hear noises. I don't check it out anymore. I won't get anything done. But seeing something just while we're here, yeah, just that one time. But lots of other people have seen full apparition as well as noises and such. But I don't think anybody has on the stage. So more back this way. Somebody even saw, they showed me a picture of somebody, they were over there just kind of sitting doing their ghost, and a head popped up out of one of these chairs, first or second row, right about in the middle. You could see a head pop up.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a little eerie.
Yeah, that's really eerie.
It's kind of like the Haunted Mansion. Those little heads that pop up. You know what I'm talking
Right. Yes.
about? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like-
What do you think?
you want to look at the top floor?
Yep.
Talk about the
Okay.
the door.
There's kind of a neat area. Oh, there's how you get up to the stage. There's a lot of neat.
right.
I better do that one.
Stage statue.
I didn't think about it, but this probably could be cut out because during their, I'm sure they did. And of course, they spray paints over it. I'm gonna get that guy. But yeah, look at all this where they back in school. I don't know about this floor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so interesting, like all the names, you know. You just think, where are these people now?
Yeah, I know it. 1987. Well, I guess they allowed them to do it. I guess I didn't really even realize that.
Oh, they're by here.
Yeah.
Stage right? Is this stage right or stage left?
This
I
is
get that.
this is stage left.
Stage from the face of the crowd.
So close.
I have 50-50 chance on that one.
See more hidden passages up there,
That's
Oh,
so
wow.
interesting.
I didn't even notice with my head.
and you can even
Oh, yeah.
going up in the attic. You can see over the whole entire gym ceiling, and yeah, big blowers that suck
Yep.
outside air in, and yeah, old motor.
What does that sign say right
Yeah, that's up here.
What's that?
As you enter this door, let the beat
there? With the beat?
Let the beat.
hit your feet.
Oh,
For our guys on the floor. Okay. Did that rhyme? Did that rhyme?
Feet hit the beat.
No, but the floor was
I think you're thinking too. Door and floor.
Yeah, I thought so.
Floor, door.
beat feet.
Somebody's getting bored and trying to think of too much stuff at once.
This is when the opera ogre drops the light fixtures on us.
Look at these, and those are cool.
Oh,
Back in the old days, they used to be, of course,
lights.
yeah, lights, but back in the old days, they used to flame. Isn't that weird? You know,
So weird.
light. But probably not this. It's probably too new.
Makes me wonder when the last time they drew the curtains.
I know. Well,
When you see it.
I drew them once.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Look at those old lights too. That's you don't see that type of reflection stuff. Almost like mother of pearl.
Right.
Last I knew, I could turn these on with gym lights.
Really?
So we wanted to, I hear a relay click real loud.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah, they take a while to warm up.
Yeah.
We had those on our gym pool.
Sodium vapor.
They really killed my eyes. I remember that. Once again, think of the place is packed.
That light has a kind of an eerie color tone to it. You know, a little blue. It just adds like a little, I don't know, the shot looks awesome on here. You think you could keep that light on for a second?
I can leave it on. You can turn it off.
'Cause I'd love to go get a shot of
Yeah. Another. There's the elementary Panthers.
That's cool.
I should get a lot of this stuff out before it gets ruined.
So they were the Panthers.
Well, we've been patching up some of the work, or patching up some of the breakage. So. Oh, yeah, I was going to show you the. I'll just show you the one from the locker rooms. Oh, this just keeps going on back, but I think this is like coach's office. I think this is another vent. That doesn't look too high. But yeah, you can't paint over glazed brick just like So the shower room, big shower room, big ductwork going up and out, suck the moisture out. Just to let you know, the green, red, white, they all taste the same, so.
Wow, does it give you a pretty good buzz?
It doesn't me,
No.
but each his own, I think. Cafeteria, all intact till the kids busted it up. Yeah, so they'd open up the windows and they got their meals and ate in here.
It's always so interesting, indoor windows.
The reason they do that is because lighting was so poor back in the day that if you had light coming in, then you had windows and you don't even need to light up the area during the day. That's like the mansion. Have you been there yet?
Which one?
The stone mansion.
I don't think so.
Stone.
That's one we own too. It's right by the asylum. But they'll have windows just throughout. You don't need a single light on during the day. But the new places where they don't have windows like going down the hall, meantime, you gotta have lights on.
Right.
So the other locker room, I think it's just green brick everywhere. So the shower's in there. Also green. No, is it not green? It's just in there. The maid has not been in here recently.
I'd say
I saw
not.
the other showers.
Yeah. Glazed brick, I think, are kind of expensive, so. This whole school's glazed brick.
Those are short showers.
Kind of are, yeah. I guess because built for girls. You know, the other basketball team, the other side.
Right.
Okay, so we'll go to the third floor and then you guys better get at it, huh? It's also 60,000 square feet, but, you know, floor. So, you know, the gym counts just as much.
Right.
But this is 3 floors at 60,000 versus 2 or 4 floors for the asylum, so. Yeah, some of the coats are still even in here if you look.
Wow.
The coats?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna be using one of those tonight. Second layer point.
Yeah. You might invest in some heated coats, huh? So that, yeah, waterbed. So they tried to turn it into apartments for the fire marshal, shut them down. So,
So somebody was living in here.
yeah. Yeah.
So this was the last part of this is the high school, served out as the high school.
Yep, this high school.
The third.
Yep. I think they said this was the home ec room and the ready room, where I first showed you,
Yeah.
home ec as well. That's why I think one of the stoves up here, a lot of plugs, they kind of had a high school version of home ec or something. Yeah, so they tried to turn this in. It had a bathroom,
That's so interesting.
shower, horse it. So there's, so you could fall quite a ways here. Clear to the basement.
That's just a straight shoot.
Straight shoot. Oh, I didn't have it shown you any of the outside the classrooms. Let me see if there's one. The top or the brass plate where they could do the. Oh, right here. Lift that up and just, rub your eraser, the chalk eraser. You.
Okay. That's so interesting.
I know, isn't that amazing?
And it just sucks up all the dust and
Yeah.
the chalk and everything.
Yeah.
So it actually has a it's a vacuum?
Yeah.
Oh.
Throughout the whole building. So always running and just lift it up then. But yeah, the edges you could just keep running back and forth. Always had to go outside,
Right.
the erasers.
What was the paranormal story up here?
Oh, actually the room we just came out of. Yeah, right top steps. Just the door there was no wind. If I had a match or something, just no wind and the door just closed. Like I say, that's the only thing I've seen here. The two kids and this door closing all on its own.
What about other people?
A lot
What do they say about this floor? Do you know?
of shadow figures on this floor. I don't know if anybody said they actually saw anybody, but shadow figures. And noises. Like say the projection room's right up here.
Oh.
This is projection room. Most projection rooms are made of concrete or thick because back in the day they didn't have safety film, and if the film caught on fire, it just
Yeah.
so they say never yell fire in a crowded theater, but they usually encase them in concrete so they wouldn't burn. But yeah, I got some old
Dang.
film, and that's just some kind of nitrate, but about this much of it's no good, so I lit it, just went psh. So it just burns
Yeah,
right
that stuff
away.
goes fast.
Yeah, really fast. So safety film I don't think came out till 40s maybe. Very flammable, and we're
Right.
using that hot bulb.
Oh,
If
yeah.
it stopped, it probably would have caught fire pretty quick. And sometimes even arcs, two electrodes and arc between to make it bright enough.
It's
So
crazy.
I know, isn't that amazing? Just 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Now look at us, lasers, and
Those
it's
crazy
amazing.
things. Keep running.
And the people growing up now haven't seen anything yet.
Right. Time travelers are coming back here like, look at these apes.
Yeah. Well,
Their cameras.
tells you how old I am. They didn't even have answering machines when you grew up. Somebody said they'll call you tomorrow. You're babysitting the phone all day. Of course, they don't call. So
We had party lines.
party lines, yeah, we have party lines. Listening on.
You listen to your phone calls. You could hear the clip. Someone's on.
Yeah.
Sharing phone lines.
Yeah, we lived in Ohio when I was growing up until second grade. We had dial tone, but I went visiting our grandmother in Hartford City. They did. I'd pick up the phone. What number? I was like, oh, shit. I thought for sure they're going to send the cops down and all this stuff. But that's kind of the good old days sometimes. My uncle, he was like 3, was at his grandmother's house, and his grandmother fell and broke her arm. And my grandmother broke her arm. Is that you, Georgie Bob? The person on the other end knew who it was, so they
Right.
yeah, had,
That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't hear
No.
stuff like that anymore.
No,
you
you
imagine?
don't know who your neighbors are.
I mean, sharing your phone line.
It's hard to imagine.
Yeah, that's the principal's office.
Ooh.
Kind of fancy. Hopefully it's not too bad a shape now.
Don't want to be in there.
I've been in those a few times. I got blamed for breaking in the library of our high school.
Electrical room there. Again, in some cool electronics.
If we just want to go look at the spot outside, I think we're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless there's anything else interesting up here that you think is worth
I
showing.
can't think of anything offhand. Like I say, I don't ghost hunt much, and I didn't much here, so. Oh, well. We're down here.
Do you see this?
It did, didn't it?
I just watched it turn off.
Let me see if the breaker got turned off or.
Like the moment we walked out, I looked in the hallway and I saw the light turn off. That's pretty weird.
Wouldn't that be weird if the breaker's off?
Because listen, you can hear the.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What does that
Wonder why.
mean?
It's pretty weird.
Has
dude.
that happened though before?
No, it's never happened before.
So look
I mean,
at the breaker with him. I know.
I literally looked right at it when it just came on. I just happened to be looking in that direction.
Huh.
Let's see, the breaker was on though.
So what would that?
I don't know, not a very good sign though.
Have they always worked?
Huh?
Have they always worked?
They've always worked, yeah.
For how long?
Ever since I've owned it, so. And probably all before everybody else too, so. But
How many years did that be?
5 for me and 127 for them.
So that's
I mean, that's pretty weird out of
Yeah,
this
it is.
whole time for that to just burn out randomly.
I don't know if it burned out or,
yeah. What's the?
let me see if they'll cool off and kick back on or what the deal is. Try it again, I'll show you that area. But yeah.
Huh.
I know there's two. There was another switch that tuned on the other side, but
Yeah, those were not on though.
yeah, the first one. Maybe I had to turn this one on to turn the other one on.
But hey, you only had one on. And I asked you.
Yeah. Can't believe all the other ones have gone out too though.
I mean,
Come in this.
I literally just spent the last like 10 minutes getting B-roll
you were-
using that
yeah,
light, like
yeah.
shooting
Oh, yeah.
all these different
Right.
shots of the seats right there.
Maybe we weren't right here when it happened.
Yeah.
I know.
It was just
It is weird timing though, the moment we left the room. That's the type of thing that I think is really strange, you know? And it happened, literally, it was so weird because I looked to the left and I saw the light go like that and I'm like, whoa, street light? Or wait, no, it's the gym.
I think I can turn the lights on up over
Oh, really?
the seats, but they're not as bright, but.
No, we don't need lights at this
Oh, we
point.
don't, okay. Oh, you got all your B-roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be curious to kick them back on when we
Yeah.
come back up after I show you that. Yeah, so many days were cold, the mercury days, for the last 50 years.
So strange.
Well, especially two of them.
They'll each have their own ballast, so it's not like the ballast.
That's what I was wondering. So they each have their own ballast.
Yep. So right here. So before that place was built over there, you didn't see anybody back here, so nobody could see back here either. So this is where they like to break in a lot. But so the car was parked this way. He was leaning against the wall there, cross-legged, and so I can't do it, but you know.
Yeah, right.
And then I'll give you a second that the gun was on his lap, so, and this part of his head was missing. So
Wow.
been there for 3 days
Wow.
in June weather. So
Yeah, wow. Too bad.
Not
Yep.
exactly the most pleasant place.
too bad.
How old
Couldn't
was he?
figure out another way. I had maybe 40s.
So just strange to me how stuff like that can happen, and you know, you would just never know. Just looks like a random little
Yeah.
corner of a building.
Yeah,
I
the
know.
history behind it.
Nobody would have checked. How long would he sit there? Only because we came and was working on the place at the time. But yeah, nobody could see him back here. Not from the road, not from anywhere.
I'm ready to get going, man.
Yep.
What about
too.
you?
Me too.
That's the old well.
Oh,
So
that's the...
always, you can always pull the well from the outside. So this is where now that, you know, has city water, but that's why the weird looking building on the outside. Okay, well, it was nice knowing you both, or meeting you both.
We ask everybody the same question too at the end. I think your answer is going to be a little different than normal, but would you consider this place to be haunted?
You will see and hear stuff. Now, what's that mean? I don't know. Haunted or time travelers or whatever. Alternative dimension. Yeah. You decide.
That's a good answer.
yeah.
That's a really good answer.
Yeah, you try to prove it.
I like you decide.
I wish you could time travel 50 years in the past. Get out of my life, boy.
I think it's possible.
He wouldn't be around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't think that one through.
He's going to weigh his options in.
You better rethink that, fella.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So it's like 11 o'clock right now. We're here in the high school
Like the little walk
here
around.
in Ohio. And let me tell you, there's so much history here. It's so rich. And back when I started this channel and I made my very first documentary about my haunted high school, my theory was that high schools are kind of a magnet for negative energy. When you think about bullying that happens, children that end up unaliving themselves due to things that happen to them, you know, children who die accidental deaths, kids who die from illnesses. There's a lot of good energy in schools, definitely, but there's, in my opinion, also an element of darkness. And I feel like what happened in my high school was that all of that dark negativity kind of manifests and combines into a almost not omnipresent, but what's the word? Cogent, a conscious being. That's the word I was looking for. We've actually heard from some people that the haunting here at this place is somewhat darker in nature. And I find it very interesting that the owner of the building, Dan, actually saw the spirits of 2 children here. And then just now at the end of our tour, the lights went out in the gymnasium, which he said he's never seen. He's owned this building for 5 years, and that's never happened. So that's incredibly bizarre, and it definitely seems like somebody wants to speak with us. And you add into that the history of, you know, somewhat recently, somebody who actually came back to this location, assumedly because they had good memories here and they loved it, and they chose to end their own life right outside of the school. That is incredibly powerful, and I definitely feel like that would leave a spiritual stain on the location. Now, we do know the
Definitely.
man's name, who that happened to, and we're not going to use it out of respect for him and his family, but we are going to try to talk to any and every spirit and or energy that might be in this building. And let me tell you, you can feel it in here. It's definitely heavy. We have an experiment that we're going to try tonight that I think is really going to ramp stuff up. But behind the camera, I'll give him a break. We got the main man,
The arms.
Papa freaking Spooks.
What's up, everybody?
How's it going, my man?
Hey, it's going well. It's a little chilly right now. I got my jersey gloves on. Got 10 for $3.50 at Dollar Store. Highly recommend, by the way. These are nice. We've only done, I think, the original high school, which is the original film we did in 2015, your high school, and one in Palestine, Texas. I believe that's it. This one is interesting to me because it's not really just a high school. The first floor is elementary, the middle floor is like junior high, the top floor is the high school students. So that's kind of a unique setup for, to call it that's why they don't call it a high school, by the way. They call it the township.
Yeah, right.
Something school. I think the gymnasium is really a place that I felt a lot, where they had like the stage and they had all the seating for people. I felt a lot of, and that's where the lights went out, by the way. Those were, I think, mercury vapor lights up in the ceiling, 2 of them. They each have their own ballast, which basically runs the light, and then they're on a breaker. And they went out, and Colin noticed it, and Dan, you'll see in the show, we go back, and the breaker didn't break. It was still humming along, but both lights were out. So they're kind of 2 independent lights, if you will, on their own ballast system, then a breaker. The breaker switch stayed on. So that's a really strange thing, I think, from the beginning. That's kind of drawing me already up to that area. I think that's going to be an area we're going to find probably active. That's my feeling. But yeah, I think it's a huge place. It's, what do you say, 60,000 square feet? I mean, it's gigantic. And obviously it's run down, but like Colin said, in high school, think about being in elementary school and junior high are rough years for a lot of people. So I think a lot of that emotions and, bullies and gosh knows what happens that these kids and we're suffering, that all kind of has absorbed into the fiber of this place. So I think there's going to be, a lot here, and I kind of feel it myself. Already I told you I felt it behind me as I walked in the back of the between you and Dan. Oh. That was a full house behind you. My God. Dude, I got full. I'm just like lit up. Can you do that again for us? Dude, it literally was like this.
I know.
What is that?
All right, finish your thought. We can start.
Wow, okay.
Right when you said behind me, that
yeah,
came from fucking behind you, dude. And that's because remember before we started rolling, I said I heard like a bang out here.
Oh yeah.
So it was it was louder than that.
Yeah,
but
that
weird.
was literally. It was that.
Nice shoes, by the way.
Oh, thanks. So anyway, so that's kind of interesting. But again, unique place. I mean, this is only the 3rd high school in 13 years that we've done. So, and this is by far the biggest. Because your school, we really just did the basement.
Yeah.
That was it. This is really and we had the other high school in Palestine, and that had a fair amount of activity. This is a totally different high school. This one is, I think, ripe with energy.
I just felt something tug on my leg.
Oh.
I swear to God, dude.
Yeah.
It's like right there. It's like it was a kid. I feel like there's something coming out right now.
When you talked, when I was following you and Dan, I said, remember, I felt something kind of right there. Okay, this is. Where do you see the boys?
Right here, right?
That left door, right there. That's where that sound came from.
I know. All right.
Are you hearing the noises?
Yes.
So yeah, real quick, I just want to state before we begin, what I think happens in high schools is all that negative energy creates something new. So whether you want to call that something demonic, I don't call it that, but that's kind of what I think like demons and demonic activity is like a conscious negative energy form. And I just, I don't think that it's like a creature with horns that's coming up from hell to possess somebody. But I do think that years upon years of compounded negative energy and activity, or a significant super negative event like a murder, that can create something that's conscious, that feeds off of those emotions. So you can believe in that, or you can just call me crazy and that's bullshit. But That's the theory that I've developed over the years. Because I didn't used to believe in that stuff. And then you and I have had quite a few experiences that were like evil and they weren't good at all.
Yeah. Right. And I think already, to add to that point, locations you walk into and you feel a certain way. This place doesn't feel exactly a certain way, but right now, I feel like it's a bad energy.
It's creepy as hell.
It's switched on me. Like I'm like full body chills right now. It's like I think there's something here, something maybe down here, and it's heavy. It's like a heavy feeling to me.
It feels like it's like I'm watching us.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, that's why if you can feel how my legs feel, they're a little rubbery and stuff. So it's a weird. It's switched on me. It's like Dan left, and then we came back and came out here, and it's different. But okay, I think it's time to go.
Yeah, we're just gonna really turn the cameras on. So let's pause 1 second so I can swap batteries.
Okay.
All right, man. So
Keep wrapping it. I'll start.
we got everything set up in there, and
You knocked over the mouse, but I'm not gonna bother. Leave the mouse down there.
Look
Yeah,
in there.
I
It
know.
looks like the mouth of hell. It's so dark.
Wow, even the dark vision's barely helping.
We're booby trapped up down there. REM pods all the way down.
Yeah.
We got the floor camera running full time. 2 static cams. Got the music box at the end of the hall. Got a light sensing motion down there. Like, hey, I'm getting cold. A light motion sensor.
Light sensor motion.
And some chairs to go sit.
Well, I'm gonna grab this.
Lights.
Yeah, buddy. I was gonna say.
Yes, no.
Yes. You want to do the honors and plunge us into darkness before I turn this light on?
Yeah.
Let's just show
Munch
people
some
on our
more
camera how
popcorners.
dark it is.
Let's go.
Now.
Yep.
Oh shit, boy.
Oh, dude, down there. It's
That is
just
pitch.
Holy fuck, that's creepy as hell.
chill black.
Ooh, the moment the lights went off, I felt something like come behind us.
Man, there's like a bad vibe here. I don't know what the hell.
Here, I'll let you hold this device.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a weird chill, man. Like that energy chill.
Yes.
Okay. They agree.
All right.
To anyone here in the old school, whether you went to school here and you've come back because you had such good memories,
Oh,
Yes.
and the music box
yeah,
down
music
there.
box just went off.
No.
So if you're the spirit of a child or an adult, we just want to speak with you tonight. Also, if you're the man who unfortunately unalived himself here, I'm going to cut this out, but I'll say your name.
Yes.
He responded to that.
He did.
Do you smell like vinegar?
Yes.
It's weird. It's so strong. It came out of like nowhere. It's like, it smells like
Hey,
those pickle
John,
chips. We were just
I was
eating.
just going to tell you that.
I know. That's
And
it smells exactly
just so
like
they
it.
know, we weren't just eating them. We weren't just eating them.
No,
It's
that
been
was
a
like
while.
45 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
and they're out in the car. But you were good. I was just going to say the exact
And
thing.
now it's gone.
Okay.
Wait, smell.
Yes.
It's gone, dude. Am I going crazy?
I think it was just a little cloud of something.
I mean, seriously, it's like completely gone, dude. That's
Okay,
so weird.
well, really quickly, we set that music box up. It was doing nothing.
Yeah, like 20 minutes
So
ago.
I mean, it's
The
not
moment we came
It's not
out.
like we just turned it on, and it's crossing. It's from one classroom to the other. It's going from one. So if people are moving between the 2 classrooms, that's what we're trying to capture.
Capturing it.
But can you step away from that music box? Just stay still, please. Get back in the classroom.
Yes.
Okay, show us that you're actually doing it though.
Yes.
Okay, are you playing a joke on us? A school prank? Don't do that, please. Just go back in the classroom and take your seat.
That vinegar's back.
Wow.
There it comes again.
Holy shit. Are we biting? Oh, God, that's creepy down there, too. Okay, we got a little bit of a headache here.
Yeah, so to finish out really quick, whoever wants to speak with us tonight, whether you're the man who or any of the children, any of the adults who worked here or went to school here, please come talk to us. We're not afraid of you. My name's Colin.
My name's Jeff, and again, don't be afraid of us. We're here just to talk with you.
Should we go check out the music box?
Yeah, I think we need to.
It's definitely got
A creepy vibe down here, you know?
It's a long hall, too.
all these lockers.
When I walk by the rooms, they just like almost have like a gush of energy that comes out.
I know.
It's just an uneasy feeling here.
Look at this. It's like someone's standing right there.
It's pointed right at the door.
What it really feels like is someone's like this. Like, right behind you.
Yes. Yes.
Dude.
Like they're f***ing like right behind us.
This is the feeling I have of like upstairs.
Creepy.
I still have the same feeling like there's something behind me, even against the wall. Here. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. And what we're gonna do is readjust it. We're gonna move it and recalibrate it. Takes about 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003. Come on, now it's gotta go. Okay, now should quit. There we go. Okay. So if you're playing with this music box right here, you're invited to do it again. Okay? We wanted to reset it and make sure it's you that's playing with it. It's not gonna hurt you. Do you like this music box? Can you tell us yes or no on this device? Do you like this music box? Throw something this way, bang on the wall, close a door.
If you see any of the red lights
Take a nap.
in here, any of the little circles with red on them, if you walk towards them, they'll make a noise and light up. It's like a little toy. So you can play with them and show us that you're here. Let's go back down.
Yeah, I wonder, maybe they'll do something when we walk away.
It's creepier down
Yeah.
here, I think, for some reason.
Man. I know nothing's really like super going off right now, but this is the part of like investigating for me where you can't get again across the camera. The feel.
Just the energy you feel. Yeah.
I feel like kind of uneasy.
Me too.
And I mean, I know like a ghost is, or a spirit, or whatever you want to call it, is not going to like come and kill you. But I'm more concerned with like attaching to me,
Yeah.
you know, which then and can, I believe, cause you to have physical issues and maybe
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Let me just try something out. Stay right there.
Okay.
No. No. No.
They don't want me to hold it there. Do you not like it right here? Did you go to high school here, or grade school, or middle school?
Dude, it's creepy in here, man.
Um,
Looking at the ends of these hallways.
So you went to high school here, or grade school, or middle school. Was it a fun time for you here, or was it fun?
Yes, 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 yes.
Wow.
Oh my
Gosh.
gosh. That's exactly what he was saying.
Wow.
Oh, what was that? Oh,
Whoa. What do you see?
I saw something on the
Oh
floor.
no, dude.
Did you see that?
No. I was looking at the Epic here device. You're kind of freaking me out here.
I swear it was like a white orb on the floor.
Oh my God.
I don't know if that was a reflection of something, but oh my god, it looked like it was running at us. It might have just been your epic
No, you know,
reflection.
I don't know what I'm seeing, but I'm seeing like a white mist or something. All across the hallway here.
If there's somebody here who can hear my voice, if you're here with us and you can hear us, can you try to make some sort of a noise to let us know where you are? Because we'll just sit here and listen.
No.
Please just try for us. Be really cool if you can slam one of these lockers. Could you try to make a noise? Please?
We've come to visit you.
Yes.
Can you let us know you're here? We're here just to talk to you. We're friendly. We want you
No.
to. You said that before. Said no to talk to us.
Can we ask, are you a human spirit?
Like Colin asked.
No.
Oh, are you a human spirit?
No.
Okay.
Are you a good spirit?
No.
Are you a bad spirit? Like negative? Evil?
Are you a bad spirit or an evil spirit, like Colin asked?
No. No.
So you're just something?
What would that imply?
Yes.
I was gonna say something other than human.
What the f?
What would?
Are you...
Remember how he really talked about like interdimensional and stuff, like something funky.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you come to this place for...
No.
Almost like they know what you're saying ahead of time.
Did you come to this place from another dimension? Are you from the past? These fucking pants you got on are like Peter Pan pants.
They're joggers.
It's just the way this light's hitting them, they look like little Peter Pan tights.
Mary hates them.
Yes.
But okay.
Yes.
Time travel. I was gonna say again. Okay. I was gonna say. What was the noise? Okay, dude.
Did I just hear you down there? Or somebody?
Can we just mention again the music box? How that was going crazy and nothing.
Yeah.
No.
What'd you ask?
Did I just hear you?
Yeah.
Are there dark energies in this building?
energy has kind of shifted for me. It's like so still.
Yeah, it's weird. No, it feels like it just left.
Yeah, I don't feel like the heaviness. We've had so many times in other places where that nothing happens. And then all of a sudden you either move to a spot where it does or it starts happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I kind of feel once again, it's the same story. It's like they're watching, if you will, like we talked about, but no one wants to act or do anything yet.
You don't need to be afraid of us.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah, there's no need to be afraid of us, though. You can show yourself to us, and all we're here to do is to communicate friendly, just to let people know you're still here.
Yes. 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 Yes.
So they're kind of, I think, afraid of us.
But the more people that know they're still here.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we're just super nice guys. We're just here to talk to you, so don't be afraid of us. You can open a locker door or shuffle your feet across the floor, touch one of the lights.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. No. No.
Is this the man who his life here?
I told him to do 3 things. That was 3 no's.
It's so quiet, dude.
It's really quiet.
It really does feel. Wait, did you say yes?
Mm.
Try it one more time. Is there anybody with us in this building? You keep saying yes, but we need to like hear a noise or hear something from you to show us that you're here. Move something. Use your voice. Knock on something.
Maybe we should give them a way to communicate, since they're doing the yes or no, like the spirit box or something.
Yeah.
I mean, because maybe they're down here, they're not going to do like stuff with the lights and stuff, but maybe vocally.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pull out my spirit talker.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Identify. I'm Jeff. Did you hear that? Yes. What the was? Is that a 10 sound?
Can you do that again if like this?
Interesting.
What the hell is floating? There's something. What the?
Light.
So, we just heard you a second ago. It sounded like you were doing a knocking. Can you knock back to this?
Excluded.
Ava. Ava, are you here with us in the school? Ava, are you here with us?
DV. Like a drop or something? Like a watery? Disability.
Did you have a disability?
Definitely be one that would be here.
Twice?
Visibility.
Disability and visibility? Bad wholeness.
What is it?
Wholeness. So like blindness? Wait. Didn't he say that the guy his own life was like having diabetes complications?
He didn't take care of himself. Yeah.
Some blindness?
Disability. Oh. Definitely. Actually, it's probably two really good things. Disability and then visibility, like not taking care of himself, having trouble with his eyes.
Are you here? Flashing.
Are you talking about things with your eyes? First of all, we're sorry what happened to you, but could you just let us know you're here by telling us your name on one of our devices here? Let us know you're still here.
Keys. Are you looking for your keys? Or a key?
This car was here.
We're gonna move up to the gymnasium soon, but if you want us to stay, could you give us a sign that you're here or tell us your name?
Did you hear that?
Was that
That was like
booming
a,
upstairs
yeah,
like a f***ing footstep?
I thought it sounded like one of the ducks, like a boom. I could hit like the side of an air duct.
So does that mean you want us to stay down here and talk to you?
What was that? Did you hear that? Lisa.
You are loved, Lisa.
Lisa.
That was great if you just did that noise. If you want us to stay talking with you. Please be careful here. Ooh, do you feel f***ing cold that's just coming in right now?
Freezing, man.
Dude, that is strange. I'm feeling it up and down.
My chair, the back of my chair feels like an iceberg, like how cold my back is.
Oh, dude, it's actually on my f***ing leg right here. Oh, my whole leg, dude, right on my right side. I have goosebumps.
That's why I'm looking this way.
Hit it again.
Who just walked closer to us?
Oh,
Okay.
wrapped around my hand there.
The temperature dropped by a half a degree. I mean,
You can
it's
feel
still
it,
dropping.
dude.
44.39. 44. I was just going to tell you it's like 44.87. It's 44.39 right now.
Oh.
Lisa, Did you come in? Is that you? I wonder we also, so people know, we have the FLIR camera going full time now. Mark that spot. Hans, 4433. Dude, the temperature is dropping.
Really?
4429.
Show it on camera.
Well, if I can get it to focus, dude. Okay, it was 4487. Look at it,
Scares me.
4431.
Oh, dude, it's freezing, man. You
Wow, it
feel that?
is.
Yes, I do. I feel it on my legs. It's 44. I wish there were a better way to focus. There it is. 4431. 29. Okay, it was 4487 before the cold came through. So it's dropped a half degree.
And he scares me. Please be. Oh, dude, this chain of words. Please be careful here.
Yeah.
He scares me. Evil.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
Wait, who's the evil thing?
4429. 23. 4423, dude. I mean, the temps dropped a half degree.
I can feel
It's right
it.
here on my legs, on my chair. 4421. 4419. Dude, the temperature's dropping, right? I'm not moving it. 4419. 4416. Are you right by me? Again, wave at the camera down there to mark this spot. Because this will be a spot we'll look for cold spots around us. Right into a hallway right there. Right when you started to talk. Whales. Oh, there now it's really clear right there. 4413, dude.
Dude, look. You can see my breath all of a sudden. Wales and Lancaster.
What?
2 British places in a row.
Okay. For you guys looking, this thing's going crazy. Update.
Look at it.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
You could not see our breath
Yeah,
like
yeah.
5 minutes ago. That's f***ing trippy.
4411, dude.
Pepper?
Okay, so think about this before we move on. 4487, it's 4411 in a matter of like 5 minutes.
Not even.
4408. Okay, we got something. Something's got for me, I feel, is around me, right? Like it's, it's on my back and my legs.
What did it say last?
Astrology and then accommodations. 4408. How many spirits are with us right now? How many of you are here? What the fuck? That was a big bang, man. That was a big bang.
What the f***? There and there.
Yeah. Camera's
Oh, dude.
my camera, my lens is dude, my lens is like iced up.
I mean, dude, it's f***ing freezing. What?
Right.
My lens is
I was poor. I got on here.
oh my god. My lens.
I mean, look at how much you can see my breath, dude.
Oh, I can see it.
It's like whole clouds.
It's definitely gotten colder here. Okay, so we've had some activity pick up here. Abs.
So if this is the evil thing that just came in, the powerful one,
Gibraltar. Please, bizarre.
what are you? Can you tell us if you're a human? To say yes, you can make any noise.
Emergency. WMA.
This said corruption. It's like a corrupted human.
Okay, did you think both of those big bangs are from the room we're in?
I'll prove I'm here.
Really? You said that?
I feel like it came from the room right next to our room because it's bigger and more echoey.
To the right?
Yeah, and that one leads to the gymnasium, remember?
Oh, I think, I'm telling you, something's gonna happen in the gymnasium.
We'll kind of tie together, go right back in there quick, right?
Notices.
If you're going to prove you're here,
No, this is from his missus.
go ahead and do it. I just heard like
Yeah, I thought it sounded like
it came from like
I
right
thought it
here.
felt like a kitty, like
Yeah.
something like that, really light. Okay, look at the temp now. The temp is back up, count 4530.
Really?
4536. Okay, it was down to 4306. 4406, I'm sorry. 4536.
So it went
We
up a whole
100% had cold come through here, hover here, and then leave.
Then all of a sudden it made noises over there.
4530. I mean, it's right here. Six. Remember when I asked how many spirits? You get an answer later.
Is that
Yeah.
true? Are there 6 spirits here? Archangel.
Archangel.
Are you saying we need to pray?
Rogers.
Are you an investigator?
Really?
Doug?
Yes.
Kind of, yes, they are.
Is there somewhere or something you want us to investigate in here?
And it's colder again.
Feels colder.
Going up and down on
To
them.
pick this up on.
Like sun just comes through in waves.
In correction?
Clarify.
Captain Correction? Is that your nickname?
Are you coming back this way? Are you? It feels a little colder again.
It just said feel.
Really? Oh, there's a boom up there. Up top.
Both of our static cameras are about to die.
See that?
You see that? That one's gonna die. And that one. They're both full batteries, dude. That's f***ing weird. Is the captain like the main spirit here?
Furnishings. Okay, that could be the bedroom. Where they have furnishing, the bed's there. Are you talking about the bedroom upstairs? Can you just tell me bedroom? Say the word bedroom. UPC.
We're gonna go upstairs to the gymnasium. Is there anything else you want to say? Should we go up there? Is it a good idea? Should we go up to the gym? Tom.
Tom?
Tom's waiting for us up there?
Who's Tom? I don't know Tom.
Maybe he's sitting in the.
Tom's
On the
observing
chairs.
you.
It's creepy.
Tom's watching. Tom's always watching.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to be going up to the gymnasium in about 2 minutes. So can you let us know that you're here? We want to make sure that we recognize that you're here and show everybody that you're here. So we're thinking about you and want you to cross over if you can to somewhere, to a happier place.
All right, we're gonna give you a couple minutes and we're just gonna sit here. So if you have any message
before we leave to go upstairs, now's the time to share that.
I said that twice, franchise. Do it. Rural. Yep, we are in a rural area. Endless.
Endless vengeance? Look at that. Endless vengeance. Are you the spirit of somebody who was bullied here?
Dude, do you?
Maybe.
Were you bullied here?
Milton? Oh, yeah. Down here.
So you were bullied here? What the f***? What's that clicking?
As Colin had asked you, were you bullied here when you were in school? What the f***? Oh, look at. Oh. That's the motion sensor light. Okay, we see you down there. Can you make that music box go off for us? Okay, why would that light go off?
Oh, it's f***ing freezing, dude.
Oh,
Kelsey.
look at that light. It's staying on, dude.
Oh.
Shit. I think, definitely things
Dude, it's
picked up.
freezing again. Do you feel that? It's colder
It's
than
under
before.
45 again now.
It's dropping.
My back, my neck is cold.
Dude, it's freezing.
44.92. Are you coming down this way? They might have come out of that room. I know. Guys, I'm doing this just marking the spot. 44.87.
Dude, there's a noise in this hallway right here. Come on down. We're not afraid.
Okay, I'm definitely cold. 44.80, 44.79. Okay, it's on my back again. 44.77. Did you yes, hear that? Yes.
That was a locker.
A shuffle. 44.71, dude. I definitely am on edge more.
Energy.
Yeah. More on edge.
So are you saying that whoever's here, you want to take endless vengeance against the people who bullied you?
Okay, it's blurry again. There.
Is that what you're saying?
Southwest. Damn. 40. Shooting. Colin. Okay. Remember. 44.71. David, are you here? 44.69. Ooh. It's colder. Light. 44.64, dude. 61. Okay. Are you by us? Or who's by us? 57.
We can 100% feel you.
Yeah, 51.
Tell us what you want to tell us right now. And keep on making those noises. You're doing incredibly.
Thank you for communicating with us.
I get some weird stuff every now and again.
44.49. Okay, it's dropped over a half degree again. 46. 44.
I have to keep constantly stopping and calling. It's shaking so hard
Okay, it's
where it's my mic.
44.39 though.
It's weird.
That's almost 3/4 of a degree.
You know what it just said?
What?
Want blood.
Really?
On this device. Want blood.
Yikes.
Like spirit of vengeance.
Wow.
Wants blood. Be careful here.
I got war. Shooting.
I mean, maybe that's like what I'm talking about, how sometimes there are these negative thought forms here.
Heather.
Heather, I got Victoria, Kelsey, bunch of girls.
Yeah, there's a lot of names. I had a couple more before as well.
Allowance. That's a kid word.
Right?
Didn't get enough allowance. We're gonna go upstairs to the gymnasium. Are you a human spirit? Or were you created here?
Links. Kind of linking the words together.
Or links. Link to the school. Links between students and their emotions.
Anything.
All right, we're going to go upstairs to the gymnasium. Thank you for answering our questions. Is there any other noise or anything you'd like to do for us?
I think we had quite a bit happen actually. We had a lot of sounds came on. The motion sensor light, music box.
Weird.
I got on camera something. Like you saw something white. What?
There was just a weird noise down there. But yeah, I saw something white. Some weird.
You're gonna have to make sure that camera's down. It's chilly. Chill. Drawings.
Oh, that's what we're about to go do
Yeah,
upstairs.
yeah. Okay.
All right.
Thank you for talking to us, giving us some signs that you're here. VA. I'm getting these two-letter words.
Follow us upstairs to the gym.
Okay.
Where's the damn lighter? Okay. Look at this thing blowing.
What's that?
Oh, that one's the gym. Yep.
Okay, everybody, so right now we're in the gymnasium. If you'll remember, that light up there, we don't know what happened to it, but it turned off.
Both did.
Yeah.
There's two lights and they're on two different systems, basically.
Yeah, that's what he was telling us, which is really strange. So we felt like a connection to this room all night. We're doing something we've never done before this evening. We've set up a huge circle of candles that we're about to light to conduct this next session, and hopefully thinking that spirits that are here in the building will see these lights and they will thus come towards us to make contact. We're going to be doing some automatic writing, trying to channel whoever's in here. We have legal pads this time instead of a whiteboard, so we're going to do that whole thing a little bit differently, and we're going to have Papa Spooks try it, which is interesting. But before we start this, let's go out into the hallway here. Something I want to show. And remember, this is where people have seen. They said they saw a head pop up from one of the seats, which is super creepy. So when we were walking in here just now, I didn't want to touch this until we had the camera rolling, but this is, let me turn this night shot off so that you can see this. So this is really creepy. Right here on the floor, there's a headless doll that's just laying here. And there's like some weird staining on it. I don't know what that is. I mean, look at it. It's got like red like blood on it, dude. Do you see this? That's f***ing bizarre. And like this. Like, what the hell is this that's on there? It seems to be really old. But right over here is
Interesting.
oh, weird. The head's missing, dude. I thought this was its head, but this is its wig.
Weird.
So like, where the hell's the head? That's pretty weird, man. Because it's like vandals, I don't think they'd be doing that. So we're gonna bring this doll
Not
into
normally,
the circle
no.
and try.
Oh shit, really?
A little
Let's see
extra
if there's
there.
anything attached to it.
I'm trying to critters crawl out of there.
Yeah.
Up your sleeve.
A little closer because the camera keeps trying to cut me out.
So I'm gonna set this doll right here in the center.
Okay.
You want to take a seat? So to
Spiral,
whoever's
spiral,
here in the
like a
school,
wheel within a wheel.
follow our voices and the lights and come speak with us. We're lighting these lights for you. Okay.
Makes for good television. Watch you light every candle. You should just snap your fingers, Colin, and they all come on.
Oh yeah, that would be f***ing cool, wouldn't it?
Just right around like. He's a third done, folks. Hang in there.
I'm trying my best.
Go get a bag of chips or something. You're doing a good job here.
You hear that noise?
I don't get it.
There's a...
Damn. A lot of work, buddy. I like that.
That. You know, I'm gonna put one more right here. It's a pretty perfect circle.
Well, this is pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Okay, before we begin this experiment, is there anybody here in the school with us? Can you make a noise or walk towards the lights?
Let us know you're here. We're here to visit.
Ask me anything.
Can you move one of those seats and let us know you're in the audience?
Safe.
Yeah, you're safe. Go ahead and try it. You can do it.
Backboard.
Are we safe here in this circle?
There's a creepy feeling in here.
Yeah. Heck. It's the first time
Look us up.
REM pod's hit tonight.
Are you attached to this doll?
Do you like this light? Are you making this little light go off on us?
I'm very happy. That's weird. Ask me anything safe. I'm very happy. We enjoy the company.
Okay.
Ask me anything safe. I'm very happy. We enjoy the company.
Beeped again.
So you're happy that we're here speaking to you? Can you touch that in the center? Touch that really hard to show if you like that we're here speaking with you.
Strange how it keeps going around
Someone's here in the
ticking.
circle with us. And you can feel safe with us. We're just normal, happy people. Only good energy allowed here. I felt something just touch me. Real quick, who are you? Patricia. Patricia, who are you? Patricia, are you attached to this doll?
Patricia, did you go to school here?
8.
Well,
She was 8 years,
8 years old. You were in elementary school. So that would have put you probably in what, 3rd grade?
8? She's attached to this doll? That's weird.
If anybody's in the stands, can you make a chair move or make a knock on the wood? Just please let us know that you're here. We've come a long way. Appreciate it.
So, Patricia, or whoever else is here,
We're inviting you to come into this circle
of candles, if you see it,
Oh,
and tell us
messages. Hopefully we'll be able to hear them and we'll write them down. All right, everybody. So this is
yeah, I think I got a good position.
what? First time doing
So,
automatic writing? One of the
it
first
on me.
times?
It is, yeah.
So, yeah, we got the whole candle set up. So just close your eyes and just try to like.
So, obviously, he is going to be able to hear my questions, and this is just an experiment. We've enjoyed doing this in the past. I'm going to ask questions, and if he receives an answer in his mind, he's going to write them down. And I think it's just interesting using a legal pad, kind of like in school. All right. So, if you have any message, please try to tell him. Patricia, can you try your hardest to tell me? I see the mist. Did you live around here and you went to school here? If you have something you want to tell us, please just give us a sign. Tell him what your message is. Make some sort of a noise in here. I think I can feel you here, but tell us what you want us to hear.
You are kind. Well, thank you, Patricia. We're just trying to spread good, happy vibes here and figure out who's here and why they're here. Do you know if you're dead or not? Can you tell him what your favorite subject in school was? What was your favorite class in school? Can you tell us how many people are here? Is it just you, Patricia, or are there more? Died very recently. You died very recently, so maybe you went to school here years ago. You died and then you came back here? Is that what you're saying? There's a noise up there. Was that you, Patricia? Or was that someone else? Patricia, can you tell us if there's a dark, angry person that lives here too? More of an evil person? If you could show him what they look like, that would be great too. Or you can make a noise in here. It's getting colder. Is that true? Watch it. We're going to be done in a second. Why don't you tell him anything you can about yourself? We just want to know who you are and why you're here, Patricia. But thank you for talking to us.
Done.
Hypothermia.
Oh, I'm so cold. Got a ringing in my ears.
That was seemed pretty intense, man.
Yeah,
Has some doodles going here, so let's have a look-see.
Explain this.
Wow, okay.
Hold up, let me get a focus on it.
An image of here in the gym. But my initial image was of 4 chairs that looked like those chairs. The number 4. I had this like grid and crossed out eyes like a dead person. Oh, there's a noise. And it's like I could think of as a rays of light coming out of the head, rays of light, and then moving through this, up this ladder. Oh, I got a big ringing in my ear going on.
I just feel like I heard a growl. Did you hear that? I feel like there was a growl from like over there. Oh, that was weird. Anyway, sorry.
I'm actually getting kind of shivering. I'm shivering. like that hypothermia. But this person moves across this barrier, glides up like a ladder, I guess, a ladder up above, and then goes back into this chair. And then just this person lets it sit in the chair. Like, I first got like leaves falling. Like it's fall. Dead on the ground, dead to the ground, like falling. And then this person has this mound of tears. And again, dead with fall.
Weird.
What the That's pretty trippy, man.
Yeah, I think it's a circle.
Can you hold it up towards me so I can get it flat?
I'm not a good drawer, that's for sure.
No, it's really good, man. That's really cool.
But yeah, a person, this could be like a ray, like rays of light or energy coming out of the head here. Always the crossed eyes, like an X out, like.
That's so strange.
And then passing up a ladder, some sort of a passage, falling in and sitting in number 4, the 4th chair.
What do you make of that?
Which I'd probably like to see whatever the 4th chair is.
What do you think it means?
I think somebody maybe has passed, and somebody loved to sit in the 4th chair when they were in school here. And I think they passed and fall, or they fell to the ground. They died from maybe a ladder off a ladder, or fall, or just fell. Sad, you know. Well, obviously cried a lot of tears, dead with fall. So, died in the fall. Both meanings, fell, that could mean anything. Fell to the ground, possibly fell off a ladder and died, or just fell to the ground, or I'm shivering, dude.
That's so weird.
So yeah, that's what I don't know. But I guess when I kind of feel it, I just feel like this person went to school here. Something happened here. They kind of ascended, if you will, into like a transition. They like to sit in, when they were in school, they liked to sit in the 4th chair and fell to their death, or it's fall. They died during the fall because the leaves are falling to the ground. But a sad death. You know?
Freaky, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh, right when you finished. Well, all right, you want to switch off?
Okay.
Switch off and see what Colin gets on this one.
First thing that came to mind was Patty. So I
Okay.
don't know if she likes to be called that, but I felt like I should break out.
Okay,
just
Patricia.
To say that.
If you go by Patty, and possibly you were stabbed, which made you fall to the ground, so you say on here the land is sacred. So that land that I actually drew, the land where the leaves are falling on, possibly that's a spot where you died in the fall, it sounds like. But it looks like when you died, did you die like, was there an impact to your head, or? And it looks like you then kind of ascended up a ladder, like or you just ascended and then came back, and the number 4 came up, the 4th seat. So maybe when you were in school here, you always like to sit in seat number 4, but then the sun, okay. But I see you have a lot of tears over dying, so I'm not sure if you can let Colin know possibly more about that. Give Colin some directions on trying to give us a little more information It sounds like you like to go by Patty. Or if you're talking about someone else, that maybe you're related to the person, that's another possibility. Okay, so a hammer, stabbed, I mean, let Colin know. And sun, were you maybe killed during the day in the fall and you fell down to the ground? You went to school here. You feel like you liked it here. And again, you like to come back and sit in seat 4 because that's where you sat. Let Colin know a little more if that story sounds right. Or again, Patricia or Patty, are you related to someone else that has passed in the fall who had a hammer or stab? Those are both kind of violent deaths. And it looks like the explosion from the release of energy from your head. What's that a sound? Let Colin know if he can. Children around you. Okay. Let Colin feel that.
I suppose.
Because I think we're talking to Patty, at least talking to her, but maybe this story potentially has to do with her death or another person's death related to her, and based on being stabbed or hammer. And 1990s.
I feel cold on the back of my neck.
Jeez. It's freezing in here. So
One of those cold waves, eh?
To help kind of complete the story, maybe. Of a very sad death, a violent impact. And again, with mind drawing, there's energy release from the head or the face. The face. And then ascending up kind of a ladder, sitting in seat 4. But again, very, very sad over the death of either yourself, Patty, or a loved one of yours. Could be a friend. Everett comes in, the name Everett. Guide Colin what you might mean by that. Everett. It sounds like a new story, 1990s. Everett Knight. 1990s Everett Knight. 1990s. This closed in 2006. That would have made you 2006, 1990. Technically as old as 16, but in the 1990s you could be as young as 8 or 7 or 6. So now Everett maybe has entered the story here from the 1990s. The school closed in 2006, it was still open. There's children around me. So I think there's a new chapter here, this story. The hammer was the end of the first.
Oh, dude.
Oh, you get done? Oh, wow. You were kind of frantically going. Oh, you're writing.
Yeah, that was
Unity.
weird, man.
Oh.
I feel like
So,
cold around me.
oh, it's freezing.
That was trippy. Like, I was really started out clean,
Yeah.
and then, like, by the time I started flipping pages,
Oh, wow. Jeez.
it was just, like, tons coming
Yeah,
through.
you're going like a madman.
So, basically what I got was Patty, all for one and one for all, peppermint patty, my favorite candy of all time. Mommy, I miss you, but Daddy was so mean to me. I don't know what I did to hurt you or him, but I am so
Very sorry, Mommy and Daddy. I didn't mean to. I did not want to do it. Poor Whiskers. Oh, weird. I got Whiskers twice on here, actually.
Okay.
My pretty. I love pools in the summer. My best friend was Charlotte, and we sat together and played games like patty cake and telephone. I see the green man, I see the walrus, and I do not want them to get any closer because I don't want to eat any more broccoli and no more greens because I don't like them. I don't like them.
Jeez.
I don't like it. I just want to go back to my house. It was white with blue shutters. And my mommy wanted to keep me, and my mommy loved me, but Daddy used his fists, and I just always don't know what to do, or what I did wrong,
Gertrude.
or what I need to do to go back to where I live.
Bill Eric's. I don't know what that is.
From me, under what my uncle was a mean man. He did not like me very much either. I miss my doggy Puppy Bone, and I miss my kitty Whiskers. She was the sweetest, and I just want to see them again.
Interesting.
So I don't know what any of that means, but
Quite the scrub.
it is
hand,
weird
yeah.
because I was like very deep into a stream of consciousness, and at the beginning I did not want to do it. Poor Whiskers, and then I got at the end. I missed my kitty Whiskers.
Yeah. I think it's like there's a definite disconnect between me trying to get you with this story, and then it seemed like it stopped after it said hammer. It went to like, Unity, Deception, Gertrude, Belchers. Did you hear that? Like a different thread completely. Like your story is not related to mine.
Weird. Very weird, confusing energy in here.
Yeah. Wow. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah, these are both. Your drawing's like really weird, and then this I don't understand at all, but definitely got Patty out of it.
Patty.
So I don't know what that.
Yeah, Patty. Wish we had kind of,
It's right outside the circle over there. What were you gonna say?
I just wish there was a little more history that we would know
Well,
about deaths and so forth,
no, we can look it up.
Should we go? I think we should check out seat 4. That's what I'm getting out of this. I'm kind of feeling like, okay, go look at seat 4, But then I kind of think, what do we want to move to next?
It's weird because it's like I feel almost safe in the circle,
I hear you. I was shot.
Really?
Colin, I was shot.
And it said shooting when we sat down too.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it or not. Top one, I was shot. I mean, dude, maybe that's
pretty strange.
Maybe that's the impact on the head, because because hammer and stabbed. You remember, I was thinking it's a violent means, and I was shot. Now I think we're going back to that.
All right, so before we leave the circle to do the SLS, we're gonna ask a few questions on the DR60. So let's just see. Patty, are you still here with us? Can you say your name?
And who I drew, you liked a certain seat number. Can you tell me just what number the seat is that you liked and liked to sit in? The number?
Is there something scary in here, in this building?
Fair enough question
Did
to
someone die in the gym here, or fall to the ground outside in the fall?
Who is the green man?
How did the person in my drawing die? Was it from a hammer,
It's hammer time.
a stabbing, or a gunshot? This one.
Alright. Let's listen, man.
Okay, yes, yes.
Patty, are you still here with us? Can you tell me, say your name?
Yeah, I heard a yes, and I can't hear the rest of it.
So I drew you like a certain seat number. Can you tell me just what number the seat is that you like to sit in? Number. Is there something scary in here in this building?
Ooh, something wrong.
Someone die in the gym here or fall from the ground outside? Fall? Who is the green man? How did the person in my drawing die? From a hammer? A stabbing, or a gunshot?
Ooh, very unhappy.
Stop it. What the fuck? So, is Patty attached to this doll, or is she here? Or is this a made up story that something's telling us?
Oh, that'd be all son.
Whatever it is, it's f***ing weird, man. Well, Patty, thank you for talking to us. We're gonna leave this circle now, but go sit in your favorite seat. Hopefully we can see you over there. We're gonna use a toy and see if we can see you. Alright, fucking have it powered. Alright, so this SLS
like I'm missing
screen
cords
was
here.
fully charged, and we went to go turn it on, and
Well, it was on. I had it
yeah,
pulled
it
up.
was on. There's footage of it on, ready to go, but now it's seemingly completely fried.
This is on? Well, it was on. It just fucking died, you know? Just double check, make sure everything is plugged. It's dead.
That sucks.
Brand new. Just charged in my hotel room last night. Completely. 100% power. God damn. I would have liked to seen that. Damn it, Chair 4.
Well, you know,
I still want to trust it, though. Those things can see lots
that's
of
unfortunate.
weird.
But at this point, I
visuals.
guess we'll just set up and do an Estes method in that chair.
That's a good idea.
I guess before we do that, I'll blow out the candles so that if there was something in the circle with us, we can release it and they can come speak with us.
Hey everybody, it's Colin here. Thank you for watching today's video. Hello to all the new subscribers and hello
Good
to the
luck
rest
to
of our beautiful,
everyone who
wonderful,
joined
spooky
in for
family.
the
As you know, every single week here on the
gift
channel,
basket that day.
one. So go comment, you can
Is that
Look.
is that
one. So go comment. You can comment multiple times. It helps spiel. This
Rickety.
is chair number 4 here in the auditorium. What's interesting about this actually that he pointed out is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is chair number 4 in the first row, no matter what side you start counting from. It is absolutely freezing cold, and we are gonna hop right into this Estes method session. So yeah, let's just do this, man.
Let's do it.
A croissant.
Okay, who am I talking to?
Agnes, sad day.
Agnes, why was your day sad? Did you go to school here, Agnes?
No.
Why are you here?
Very good
If
question.
you didn't go to school here, why are you here? What happened?
The blind one. Don't mess with them.
One. Don't mess with them. Ooh.
Why are you
Interesting.
here?
The popcorn.
Okay.
Yep.
So I was going to say, you didn't go to school here, but you used to come here and
Where-
watch shows or games, and you like the popcorn? Did you come here and go to games or plays?
Salty. Yes.
Still on that popcorn.
Did you have fun here? You enjoyed it?
Came down here. Only on special.
So you must have lived nearby. You didn't go to school here, but maybe were you a parent of someone here that was in back?
Hey. It was a creepy growl. I feel something on my neck. Like if someone's like going on my neck.
Why are you?
The creepy crawler.
Is this a happy place for you to come back?
It was a bizarre choice. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good.
What a scream. Ah! Oh. I keep hearing this weird gravelly like. Irene.
Is this a happy place for you overall, or did anything bad happen here that you witnessed?
Valentine.
Something happened on Valentine's Day here?
Ooh, they shot out part of her brain.
No.
Tom.
So someone got killed here? And they got shot in the head. Was it a Tom that it happened to, or Agnes? Who got their head shot?
They were dancing. Abusing. Who knows with them?
So who am I talking to right now? Who's answering this about the head being shot?
All right.
So I'd like to revisit that.
Put it down straight. Big Ben.
So this is a happy place for somebody, but also somebody witnessed someone being killed or
They know the ones.
No.
It's strange, isn't it?
Is there a reason you like seat number 4?
Georgia.
Why Georgia? What's that have to do with seat number 4?
That's where I'm from. Hey. That's my dolly.
Okay, can you tell me who I'm talking to right now? Is it still Agnes?
An interesting one. Age 8. You gonna let that fly?
We had an 8-year-old, or the number 8 before. Were you in elementary school here? Is this a different person now?
The more the merrier. She looks out for you. Jeff! Ooh!
Oh.
She looks out for you. Jeff! That was fucking creepy, man.
Who's she?
The fall colors.
Okay, I mentioned fall in my drawing.
You can't bring them over.
Can you talk about what I drew and what Colin?
I don't want this.
Can you make sense of what Colin and I drew in our automatic drawing tonight?
Outside the church,
Is that the sacred ground?
it's not how it looks. Oh, demonic.
Why is it demonic?
Can you feel her? You're calling. It was happy.
Seems like we have a happy and a sad component here. There's a few of you here talking.
Had my first kiss there.
Okay.
I felt the need to point. Or maybe it was here.
Maybe that's why the fourth
I was
seat
singing.
is important for you.
I failed.
What'd you fail at? Whoever said they failed, what'd you fail at? Was it like failed in life or failed?
I love this town. I'm crying. Goodbye, my friend. This was my number one.
Can someone step up and talk about any deaths that happen here?
Wow.
It seems like there's a happy component here and there's a sad component, or someone who witnessed some violence.
Up on the hill.
What hill?
Better luck, buddy. Get it straightened out. The stab wound. They took away my guns.
Okay, so am I talking to someone who experienced a stab wound or a gunshot or shot someone? Can you step forward, please?
They fucking got me. In something, gotcha. Ugh, I get a weird feeling that there's people around me.
Yeah, it definitely seems like there's several people here.
Where's my dog?
Were you the one that...
It's the gospel, brother. Amen. That was weird.
Did you die here of a stab wound or a gunshot wound? Or another way?
There's just so much drama. Crohn's disease. I can't quit it.
You had some medical problems?
So many problems.
So did you die here?
I cheated.
How? What'd you cheat on?
Saturday night games.
Anything else?
Temptations.
Okay. So your life was...
Christian to the bone.
Okay. Christian to the bone. But yet you cheated. Do you feel guilty about cheating and things that are not really Christian?
My worst part of the day. Baby, no.
So I'd like to keep talking to you. It seems like you may have experienced something with stabbing or something like that.
She was a young girl.
And cheating.
Crazy.
Where are you at now? Are you stuck here? Or do you feel like you're in heaven? Or do you know where you're at?
I just enjoy.
Okay. Are you happy?
Now that I'm serving this up. Yep.
Okay.
Good food.
Okay.
Boxes of it. Papa's Pokemon.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, we're just trying to help you. If indeed you're here and you're happy, but you could probably move on to a better place, like move to the light.
No thanks, man.
Okay. Is that because you're happy here?
Towards the light?
Yes, you can.
I think I'm fixing to.
You can go towards the light. Yes.
Space.
That could be a much happier place for you.
I might lose her.
Are you with someone else?
Epidemic. Burst into a ball of flames. This place is nice.
So it sounds like you enjoy being here. You do know that you can go towards, okay. You can go towards the light if you want to, but you choose not to. Who do you have with you? It sounds like you have a girl with you.
Careful though.
Do you have a girl?
The purple book, you dick.
Do you have a girl or a woman with you?
He still lurks. Oh, and then.
So there's another guy around that's not nice?
Toodaloo.
Seems questionable.
Did you go to school with this guy?
I'm getting a weird vision of like something I would draw during a automatic writing, and it looks like the guy from Disney Fantasia, like the goblin guy from In the Hall of the Mountain King. He's like, I keep seeing like a blue horned thing. It's fucking weird. I like Hades from Hercules. Face you.
Is there a non-human?
My truest form.
Okay. Again, I'm going to go back. Do you have a girl with you? If so, who is it? Who's with you?
Stop. Stay still.
Can you tell me if you have a partner with you that you like, a girl or woman? What's her name?
Early summer.
Do you know anything about the fall? Did anything happen in the fall?
Oh yeah.
Okay, tell me about it. What happened? Did someone...
It was worth it. With a knife, there are different sides. I was proud.
So you were involved in hurting somebody with a knife? In the fall?
I made the effort.
Did you hurt someone?
He was whooped. You can get me out whenever, by the way. We're good now.
So can you tell me anything about our drawings? I'm really curious about the fall. And someone sitting in your seat.
Now I'm on top.
Okay, but...
Abuser.
Okay, but you came back and sat in seat number 4.
Only drinks.
And it sounds like you had your first kiss in seat number 4. Is that right?
He drank poop? I don't know. Wish I could forget.
It sounds like you maybe were involved in something that wasn't the best.
Oh yeah.
Okay? You're happy here, but
Where's my mom?
I think you could find her if you go to the light. Move to the light. I think you'd be happy.
Can't you see all the children?
Yeah, but they'll follow you.
Ooh, on the stage. That's creepy. They're all home.
Do you understand, though, you should move to the light?
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Double platinum.
That's the best. That's where
Poisoned liquor. Poisoned liquor. Vodka. It was hate.
Okay, I really get the impression I'm talking to a person, the same person, that's done a number of bad things in their life. They were happy when they were in school here, and seat number 4 is maybe where you got your first kiss, so that's a...
Just kept coughing.
Okay, but to end it, to help you, you should, in the end here, go to the light. You'll be happy.
That's a good story, brother.
No, it's the fact. And you can bring the children with you, whoever else is with you. Lead them to the light.
All right.
Okay? Thank you. Is there
Culturally irresponsible.
anything else that you want me to know that might help you?
We all ran.
Okay? Sounds like
We've all got you covered.
It sounds like you had a lot of strife in your life, but some happy memories here.
We're closing in.
But it's time to move on.
Get out and head back out.
There you go. Yep. Head to the light. You understand that?
Hold him.
You do understand it, right? Like, you're kind of done with this place.
I love it here.
I know. You love it here. But when you're ready, you really need to move.
For better or worse.
Okay? It's probably not the best. So I'm encouraging you to find the courage to move to the light and bring whoever else is here with you. You understand?
Season's plenty.
Fall seems to be important for you.
You gotta find it.
Well, anything
Yeah,
else?
I'll not
before
stay there for too much longer because it
we
sounds like
wrap
the place
this
is
up with you
rapidly
tonight?
becoming
Sounds
condemned
like you
and
kinda
maybe
understand.
getting demolished.
With some
because
limestone.
They can't get
At the
enough funds to
revival.
keep the place going.
Feels like someone's blowing on my neck. Ugh.
So I'm going to be going pretty soon.
Harmonics.
Just know
Yes,
that
sir.
I think I understand your story.
You'll reach your goal, I believe.
Okay, yep, my goal was to convince you to go to the light
She taught me how to love.
and bring this girl or woman that you're with, along with the children, to the light, to a happier place, okay?
I'll lose my mind.
No, you won't. You've enjoyed your time here, but there's better things. Much better.
Jimmy Jones.
Ooh, yes. We are going to see that church shortly in a few days.
Cemeteries.
And cemeteries as well. Yeah. Okay, anything final that you want to say to me? Or questions before I
Jumping up and down.
Otherwise I'm gonna
Go home.
Yep, I'm gonna go home. So this is it. I understand your story, I hear you. Will you move to the light and bring your
Just remember it all.
I am. I remember. I won't forget you.
Scrub that to hell.
No, that's the bad part, the bad side of you talking to me.
Yeah.
So remember, lastly again, take your girlfriend or your wife or your partner with you. Good. And take anyone else that needs to go to the light. It's a happier place. Okay, you're done with this place.
So delicious. Very inspirational.
Okay, good. All right. I'm gonna let you go. Yeah.
Wait, did you just get up to get me?
Yeah.
That's
I
so weird.
just said I'm gonna let you go.
That's so weird.
And you just open your eyes.
I was like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. I was
Wow.
like zoning out.
Yeah.
Was that good?
Yeah. I mean, I think
Some pretty good
I
stuff
think
there.
I got
Some
at the end
interesting
there was
things.
a number of different people.
What was
Agnes, Tom, the other guy, and then I think it definitely got into one person. And the person I think had their first kiss in that chair. A guy
I remember hearing that.
had a girl with him or a woman with him. He had bad stuff in his life and good stuff. He liked it here. But I kept telling him, like, it's not the best place for you, along with anyone that's left with you and the children that are here, to go to the light. And then you would go, yep, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it really started out kind of really all over the place. And I get really focused on this one guy,
Weird.
And then again, the seat number 4 was why it's special is it's where he got his first kiss, is what you said. Because I asked what's special about seat 4.
Yeah, that was weird.
But yeah, I think it was very good. I think
Right when I
Yeah.
stood up, the motion sounds through.
I think it kind of got to grab that. Very good, man.
Well,
Okay.
Okie dokie.
At the end of the day, I couldn't believe how much activity we had captured on camera at that haunted high school. And it made me think of the days back when I started the channel, diving headfirst into the darkness, the unknown. But something interesting, something that I feel like I say all the time, is that at the end of this investigation, we once again had no idea who or what we had been talking to. Somebody was there. Somebody had been referencing some sort of a crime. We got so many different names and interacted with so many different energies. But again, all we were left with were questions. Is the school haunted? 1000% yes. There's a palpable energy there that's soaked into the ground, soaked into the concrete and the bricks that make up the building. And yet, there's still mystery within that building. Who's really there? And what do they want? I guess those are just questions that we have to keep on asking. Anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching tonight's episode. I will see y'all next week. And as always, stay spooky.
Next week, the Paranormal Files investigate notorious location in Indiana. Been asking us to investigate for a very long time. Alright, that's it for Paranormal Files for end of last week. So, gonna have dinner here real quick, and then we'll get this week's twins out of the way, and then sometime during the week we should get the Paranormal Files from this week done. It's also a relatively short one. I believe it's only just barely 2 hours, so should be relatively quick couple ones here. So I shall return. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll be back here soon. So thank you again, and see you all next time. Pleasant dreams. I would actually stop if apparently the mouse dropping earlier might have messed with my settings and made the controls disappear. That's interesting. I don't know how to make this stop now. Settings. Reset UI. There we go.